Mantle.
Hey.
Are you videoing?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, somebody's given us some questions they want us to answer about the album. First question then, why did you do the album? I'd just like to introduce you to Seb, the new member of the Beach Boys, with this shirt here. But yeah, yeah, we're going to talk about the new album, I think. So why did we do the album, Seb?
Well, we had a lot. I spent a lot of time here, sort of over lockdown, sort of over 6 months, and we both had quite a bit of free time. And obviously we've got the studio here, so we thought, yeah, why not make an album? So it was just a fun project. We just wanted to go into it. You know, we had a few ideas, came up with some tracks, and yeah, just went for it and just thought we'd record it.
Yeah, it's good. We, got quite a bit of equipment here, so I was able to do it. So yeah, it was good. I had a good time doing it.
Don't let me wander astray.
Next question. What was it like doing the album? Well, I'll answer that one. It was good fun actually. We did, like I said, we did the drums in another studio because it was more set up for recording live drums, and then we came back here to the barn and did everything else here. Yeah, it was good fun actually in the lockdown. Gave us something to do. Got inspired and got some lyrics, did some stuff. So yeah, it was good fun really.
Yeah, I think we actually managed to get it done quite smoothly. I mean, it didn't take us too long to get it done.
Well, my bass playing took a while. People ask me what it's like playing bass again. I mean, the thing is, I never stopped playing bass, so it's really weird because, especially when you're a singer, people just assume that you sing when you don't play guitar or bass guitar or any other instrument. But I think the majority of people in bands, singers or not, usually play instruments of some sort rather than do their own specialist job. Like a lot of singers play guitars and bass and piano and keyboards and things, so it's just a weird question sometimes journalists ask, what's it like playing bass? So it's like it was when I first learned, like when I was 16, so yeah. What's the meaning behind the title Red Brick City?
Well, it's a bit of a lockdown song, I guess, isn't it? I mean, for the first part of lockdown, I was spending a lot of time in Manchester, kind of a small boxy room. So yeah, I guess it's just about feeling trapped in the big city.
You know, when I heard the title, I thought that's a cool title for an album. I don't think you went for it straight away, did you?
No,
but
I've warmed to it now. I do.
Yeah, it's
like
good because you can do the nice album cover, you know, with the street at night, and I just think for a lot of people who live in, you know, big high population cities, I think the lockdown's been really stressful for them. So that's what the song's about, really. Sat looking out the window at the street in the rain, and
yeah,
you know, wishing it was back to normal again.
Yeah, well, we did the lyrics together on that one as well, because whether you're in a big city or not, it's still pretty tough as well. So I think,
yeah,
you know, doing the lyrics for us then, it kind of just
it's been pretty gruesome, I must admit.
Red Brick City.
Next question is why heavy water? Why call it heavy water? That's my idea actually. Seb's doing a different thing now to Naked Six. I think his next band is not going to be called Naked Six. And I was suggesting names to him just for fun. And I think I suggested Heavy Water, and he sort of naffed me off. He said, "Nah, I don't like that." But when this project came up, you know, I just thought the idea, and it sort of fitted because it's not heavy metal, is it? It's just a different genre really. So I like Heavy Water, and you sort of went with it, didn't you?
I really like it, yeah.
Yeah.
What was the one you used to love? Jam Down.
Yeah, I like Jam Down. Every time you drop your toast and jam, it always lands Jam Down. And also, you know, if you're a jammy band, jamming down, man, he thinks it's cheesy, but, you know. So if anybody wants the name Jam Down, you can have it. Next one is Revolution. Explain what the song's about.
Because the fools set the rules I just can't understand. So many secrets they won't tell us, yeah, we're in demand.
I think Seb wrote this song quite a long time ago, didn't you?
Yeah, it's about, four,
and
5 years ago.
you know, I talked to him about it, and he sort of said that it's about global warming and you know, the revolution that's taking place and should be taking place.
This is a revolution. I see no other solution.
You know, we're saving the planet and not using, you know, too much coal and gas and things like that. So that's what it's about, really. Revolution. Anything to add on that?
Not really.
No. Right then, so next question is what and where was the recording process like?
Yes, as you were saying earlier, we mentioned we recorded at a studio in York, Real Studios.
Yeah, Real Studios in York, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta stay strong now, but there's something in my way. Yeah, I gotta stay strong now. Oh, I can't throw it all away.
Oh, we used Tom Witts on drums. What do you want to say about Tom?
Yeah, well, Tom's. I still play with Tom now. Obviously, he was the drummer in Naked Six. But yeah, he was down at the studio with us in York, and yeah, smashed it.
Yeah.
We managed to get him down pretty quick actually in York. I think it was like 2 days or something.
Yeah, he's really good, Tom. He plays with a click track really well if you want him to play with a click, and he plays really great in time if he's not on a click. So yeah, and he doesn't put in too many fills. He's not like a busy drummer. He's got a great feel, Tom, and I think it shows on a lot of the songs.
And I think it just worked because obviously I'd been playing with Tom for years, so it felt important having someone in the studio that we were comfortable with, just so it flows, you know. And obviously because I've written a lot of the riffs and being used to playing with Tom.
Yeah, well, Tom was you were at school with Tom, weren't you?
Yeah.
It's a school mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And we wanted to do it like very raw and kind of live. We didn't want any samples or any like,
No.
you know, we wanted it to be raw and authentic.
Yeah, definitely.
We just went in there and sort of did live takes of them, then took the drums and kind of came back here to the studio we're sat in now and then layered up the bass and guitars.
Okay, here we go. In this ghostly yellow light. Ooh.
Hey! Yeah! Like a tree bending in the wind, like a ship sailing stormy seas.
So Seb, question for you, yeah? You were recording your dad's vocals. Did you push him to get him to do a great performance?
I guess so, here and there, but I think you were doing the same for me as well. I think when you're doing vocals, I think you need to be pushed in some way to try out different things. You know, even if they don't work, it's like, you know, when I was doing some stuff, you'd be like, try that. And I'm like, no, fuck off. But then you try it, it's like, oh, it actually works.
you to get a bit of breath on that and push it a bit harder.
Okay. Fucking hell. I was struggling for that one. Not bad.
That's one shit.
Yeah. I think that's just what you got to do in the studio. I think you've got to push your limits a bit and try new stuff out. And I think we both did that for each other. Especially when there's loads of harmonies as well, because you've got to.
I think it's good to have, somebody behind the glass, so to speak, to bounce around ideas. You have to trust the person behind the glass. Sometimes I'll do it with Andy Sneap, and you have a bit of rapport with the people that you're working with, especially on vocals.
Yeah, well, I think it's good because we know each other's vocals quite well.
Yeah.
I'd say I've been listening to you sing for like years and vice versa.
Yeah, well, 20 odd years.
Yeah.
That was that one. And the next question is, what can you say about the sounds you got? We tried to keep it fairly retro, didn't we?
Yeah, well, I think guitar-wise, in terms of the tones, I kind of wanted it to have a bit of a kind of white stripes, black keysy feel, something sort of quite fuzzy. I just wanted it to be interesting. I didn't want it to be, and when it came to like solos and stuff, we wanted to keep the tracks quite short and not have too many solos in, because obviously a lot of the Saxon stuff and generally a lot of the kind of rockier stuff, and there are big solos in it and stuff. So I think we kind of wanted to keep the tracks short, sweet and straight to the point. So
you got to rescue me from the big rough man. It's like, big.
But no, but I'm really into that sort of thing. The fuzzy.
What's the other thing called? The purple.
I know, it's called the swollen pickle.
Yeah, the swollen pickle. It's like, oh my god. It's like, it sounds great actually when you hear it. But when you're actually doing it, it's like, oh god, that sound. It's like, what is that?
So I think we kind of wanted the guitar to, and even with the bass, we used the Rickenbacker. What year is that thing?
Yeah, we used a '74 Rickenbacker, 4001. We used it for a Sansamp.
Yeah, Sansamp, because we didn't actually have the Sansamp at first, and we're like, oh.
Yeah.
And I went back to Manchester to pick up the Sansamp, and it was like, it sounded then that really was the icing on the cake.
It's quite a distorted sound, which was just cool for the Rickenbacker. I think guitar-wise, you've got a Gibson Les Paul, haven't you? Standard. We use that. We used my Gelt Top, and we used a 1965 SG Junior that we used on the Inspirations album. The sounds are pretty retro, really.
On the Strat, the 82.
Yeah, we used a
85 Japanese Strat.
For the experts out there, yeah, it's a 1985 Japanese Strat. We used that a bit. And Marshall amps, we use Focusrite recording equipment. We did the drums in Pro Tools and we ran the system on Logic, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we're running on Logic on iMac, really. Okay, I'm just going to set up my microphone actually that me and Seb are going to be singing through. I know some of you won't want to know these boring technicalities, but I'm going to show what we use. This thing here is it's a Telefunken preamp. I think it's from the 40s, actually 1940s, maybe 1950s. But yeah, this is what I've used on every Saxon album since Unleash the Beast, actually. So got a lot of history. I've got this, which comes through the microphone. I'll take plenty of what this does. Look there. You see the different shapes here. We tend to use this one because that's somebody singing right in front of the mic. There you go. It's a 1940s, 50s AKT C12, and I've used this microphone as well since the probably before actually. I might have used this microphone on Solid Ball of Rock as well. I can't remember, but yeah, basically it was put in a new casing because the other casing was all a bit bashed and gnarled. But yeah, me and Andy Sneap put a new valve in it for the last album, so it's working pretty good at the moment. So I'll leave it working later. Okay, cool.
24. Take us for fools at the hoods, I just can't understand. So many tickets, take a booty down. Yeah.
Next question is how much time did you spend working out the two-part harmonies?
I'd say some took longer than others.
Yeah, I mean sometimes we just sang them, and sometimes sometimes I work them out on acoustic guitar, you know, the third and the fifth. It's sometimes easy to do that because sometimes when you're just doing it vocal from your ideas, you tend to get some wacky notes in now and again.
Yeah.
That don't look quite right. So
yeah, it was the darker, heavier ones that are harder.
Yeah.
So obviously
So I learned the trick from Paul Quinn actually. Just, you know, the third note of the chord of A, for instance, or the fifth note of the chord. So I use that for the basis for the first part of the harmony, and work out the melody that goes with the roots, really. So I think I did a lot of the harmonies though, and you did a lot of the root singing. So I think I can sing a little bit higher than Seb, I think.
Debatable.
Yeah, well, yeah. But yeah, well, he's got the shirt for it, singing high, hasn't he? I'm picking up a good vibration. Anyway, so and the next question is you use Dave Kemp on sax and keyboard. Explain why. So yeah, we've used Dave quite a lot, haven't we?
Yeah.
Over the years.
Yeah, we've had him on loads of stuff since.
Yeah, he played on my solo album. Yeah, I mean, did some keyboards, some Hammonds, Hammond sounds. And a bit of Jan Hammer. So yeah, he's good. He's very quick as well. You know, he comes in, sets up his gear, and off he goes. You know, and you just let him do his thing, and then gets to a point where he's doing it really well, and then we keep that. So,
and he lives like 2 minutes up the road.
Yeah, he does. It's very handy. We don't have to pay any petrol costs. Yeah. So yeah, we got Jacky to mix the album. Did you ask him to do anything special? And what equipment did he use? Well, the reason we used Jacky was because he did the Inspirations album, and obviously, like I said before, Seb did the vocal recording and some backing vocals on the Inspiration album. So we're both sort of up to speed on what Jacky can do. And no, we just asked him for no samples.
Less echo.
Yeah, less echo. Yeah, no samples, less echo. Although we did use a bit of echo.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing though, Jacky.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
he's really good at what he does.
He mixed it great. Actually, we're really happy with it. And there's obviously two different. There's the vinyl one and the sort of digital mix. So yeah, so he did a great job. He's very quick as well, Jacky. I mean, the thing is, with it being just drums, bass guitar, there's lots of space on the album, so the frequencies, we were able to put in a lot more low frequencies. So the sounds are much sort of deeper and thicker than if you've got like multiple overdubs, you know, like 90 tracks sometimes people use. So yeah, so we're more into the sort of raw, sort of old-fashioned way of doing things.
Yeah.
Really. You ready? So yeah, that's about it really. Any future plans for Biff and Seb? Well, the Saxon plans are the new album comes out in February, the new Saxon album, and I think we're going to do another Inspirations album. I think record companies asked us if we do one, so we're going to do a part two, a sequel to Inspirations. That's about it really. I think the Heavy Water album, we're going to see how that goes. A lot of journalists have already heard it and they think it's great, so we'll see what the public think. That's the most important thing, what people think about it out there, and if they're going to buy it or download it or listen to it. So yeah, we might do another one in the future. And what are you doing, Seb? You got a new band going?
Yeah, I've got a new project going at the moment. Nothing's announced or anything yet, nothing's up there, there'll be nothing for you to see, but yeah, just jamming, writing songs, and hopefully going to get in the studio soon. So yeah, pretty excited to get that going. And yeah, like Dad was saying, maybe do another album, another Heavy Water album if people want to hear more of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you going to go on tour? That's what it says here. Yeah, we might do. Yeah, we might do. I mean,
if the opportunity comes up and we're both not busy doing our own thing, we could definitely do it. If people want to see it, I mean, we can do it.
Yeah, we can definitely do it. I mean, there's definitely enough tracks with the Heavy Water thing and Naked Six and my solo album. Maybe a couple of Saxon songs and a couple of cover songs. we could definitely have a great time, get good fun, a fun set list, you know, and play some smaller clicks, smaller gigs. That'll be good. So yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed that's going to happen, and we'll see everybody out there sometime in the future. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Carpe diem.
Yeah.